Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Before I talk about my main topic, I have a question. Do you guys think optimistic mind is better than pessimistic mind?
Yeah.
Of course, we did. We all agree that optimistic mind is good one. We all always prefer being optimistic to being pessimistic. Why are we here? I mean, we have to think over why we have to study English in here and why we live in here to study other countries' language. Technically, we don't need it as long as we don't have a plan to live in Canada and work at international company. We're pretty sure we lose something because we live in here, living from our home country. Anyway, we are here. The thing is, most of us students who study English in here think their English isn't getting better, unlike they expected. They probably feel frustrated about their English, and someone say, don't worry, everything is gonna be better, being optimistic. That's what I talk about today, being optimistic. Let's talk about past. In the past, we humans live in pessimistic society as opposed to optimistic society. I mean, people who live in the past always are restrained by myth, superstition, especially religion. And pre-modern society consisted of all kinds of pessimistic things. As a result, forbidden produced a madman and criminal. How about now? Today's world is full of optimistic things. Optimism have enriched our society in form of knowledge and technology. Before Wright brothers succeeded in flying, human beings couldn't imagine us flying over the sky. Maybe Wright brothers was obsessed with all kinds of optimism, like we can do it. There's no something impossible to do, and they ended up flying. This mind made our modern society, optimistic society. Again, we live in optimistic society. Imagine that you are in bookstore or library. We probably will be surrounded by all kinds of self-help books. And those kind of books always say with one mouth, like, you can do it, be optimistic. There is no something impossible to do. If you fail, start over. Everything is gonna be okay. And they also say we have to win a fight with ourselves endlessly. And some of them have to become loser. Winner can't exist without loser. That is the way of the world. Also someone who can't meet their own requirement enter a long haul of depression. Depression is one of the most serious problems in our society. Today's mental problem is related to optimism rather than pessimism. In fact, optimism causes self-destroy to to us. Believe it or not, we all are sick of optimism. I mean, too much optimism, regardless of whether we are aware of or not. What is the problem is over-optimism. I mean, optimism which isn't limited by pessimism. In conclusion, we need to be pessimistic. It probably sounds weird, but we need to be pessimistic. That is to say, we need courage to be pessimistic. Also, we need courage to let ourselves go anywhere. Thank you for listening.